it? It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. I have waited for this moment for a long time. Grubby versus Lemez is happening. The king of orcs on the top left. He's playing versus the best palio rifle player that was born, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what is happening now, the new patch is coming and there is a lot of talk in the community. Is the palio rifle nerfs enough, or those orc players, they don't know what to do versus palio rifle on the high level? And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby got some, advice from Mr. Safe Orca, and he wants to test it, and he wants to maybe improve it. Mr. Grubby, of course, is a huge skilled player, and I'm very excited to see what Mr. Grubby has to offer. And you may say, Saul, but can Lemez win? Can Lemez win versus Grubby? Of course! Lemez won versus Cash, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Rookie again. Welcome everybody to this beautiful game. I'm so excited because I love to see palio rifle in action. Makura for you, everybody. And I just love this. So, Mr. Grubby is fast teching, so it's probably going to be tier 3 with fast tech. Is it Mastaures? No, it's just Farseer. Is he playing Wyverns? I don't know what is he playing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, Professor Lemez with the new palio rifle build order. And yes, I hope we are going to see maybe one more, maybe two more games of Lemez versus Grubby. Let's see. So, Grubby is fast taking. It may mean Headhunter still, you know, so if he wants to go tier 3 faster for faster Panda, I think it's going to be Panda, yes. So, I will explain you the idea here, as I see it. Grubby wants to creep his second hero to level 3. And how to creep your second hero to level 3 quickly? You do fast tech, ladies and gentlemen, and then you follow with Headhunters, because your second hero needs to have some army to creep, and with the Farseer is just, you just cross the map and harass. But ladies and gentlemen, with the power of the new palio rifle build order, Professor Lemez is ready. Professor Lemez is ready, ladies and gentlemen, and he is going to creep the camp before Mr. Grubby arrives. Who knows, maybe Grubby will creep something, but I don't think so. If you fast stacking, you don't have any additional unit. Even though opening the turtle on this map, it's possible. Mr. Grubby is much better with just harass here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see in which shape Lemez is. Lemez won versus Cash. Lemez won versus Knopf. If Lemez would send a CV, ladies and gentlemen, you know, like to highlight his achievements. Recently, he's like, hey, Grubby, no, the foot, no, the militia, Lemez, heal Lemez. Grubby is so good with this laming game. But Professor Lemez is not afraid. But ladies and gentlemen, what I was about to say, Professor Lemez, cool as cucumber. He's cool as cucumber. He has 2 red HP workers. He's just awaiting tier 3 and tier 2. Look at this, he's not pulling militia, he has 1 tower rifle, this rifle tower. You know, friends, there is Eiffel Tower. In Palio Rifle University, we have rifle towers. And yes, Lemez, be careful, you have 1 worker here. Okay, that's beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody. So, Grubby is, as expected, going for Headhunters. Wow, we lost 1 worker, we are taking with 1 worker dead. A little bit sloppy macro by Professor Lemez. It's the first game between them. I hope we are going to see more games, because, you know, ladies and gentlemen, yes, he lost the low peasant because Grubby is good, but Lemez is going to show him that Lemez is ready for the tier 3 game, that Lemez is ready to bring the glory to palio rifle. So, Lemez has amazing accomplishments lately. He's a tournament player as well. He played in the Warcraft Champions Endgame Finals. He won versus, big qualifier. He won versus Cloud. Shout out to Cloud, amazing player, but he wasn't ready for palio rifle. And then he lost to Krav. But Kravi was just super good. Holy Light, okay, Professor Lemez is hiding, Professor Lemez is running back a little bit, and yes, Panda. We are expecting the Panda here. What Mr. Grubby is going to do? He can do many things. TC second, okay, he wants to creep the TC. Nothing wrong with that. So far, the game is open in a little bit in favor of Mr. Grubby, just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, you may be like, hey Saul, who are you? My name is SaulApeMan. And I'm a huge fan of palio rifle. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen John Wick movie? John Wick, you know? In John Wick, people are like, Okay, how this one guy, John Wick, can with a pencil destroy 7 guys in a bar, as the this legendary story goes. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rookie, you don't know Lemes. I seen Lemes coming back from impossible games with power rifle wheel of kiting, you know? So attack, go back, attack, go back. Lemes is possible to kite 2 times this lake. He can like kite, 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 and another circle. Kite, 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 kite. And I saw him out kiting Taurens. And Professor Lemes, yes, Grubby has fast tech. But look, he's not creeping his TC. He's busy microing with Mighty Lemes. And Mighty Lemes, slowly but surely, is going into tier 2 direction. He'll get his power spike. But with Lemes, you know, I'm a simple man. What I like to do, I just like to cross the map, ladies and gentlemen, and push very early. But Lemes is like Saul. No, please, Grubby. We got the experience. Thank God we got the experience. Thank God. The big guy and Invul. Invul is okay. Mighty Invul is okay. We would like to have big healing, big mana. But Invul is okay, especially versus Mr. Grubby. Mr. Back to Warcraft, nice to see you. Welcome. This is the first game and it's actually happening, Mr. Back to Warcraft. It's actually happening. And I'm full of energy. And Mr. Lemes is going tier 3 probably. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. My name is SaulApeMan and I'm excited. Professor Lemes is claiming the middle for the poly rifle glory. But the Grubby is not wasting any time. Grubby is creeping. Grubby is healing. Grubby is going tier 3 with Beast Raiders. I would go for Kodobis first, you know, because we are not going to fight anyway. Welcome everybody. Welcome Twitch chat. I'm getting excited. I'm getting into the zone. Blood Mage is crossing the map. Is Professor Lemes taking? Not yet. And ladies and gentlemen, let him cook. I would go tier 3 in Professor Lemes' shoes. Oh no, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Is there stomp? Grubby with shockwave. We are not that afraid of the shockwave. Grubby needs to lame. Okay, so this is what I call, this is my trademarked name. Hybrid laming. This is hybrid laming. What does it mean? Grubby doesn't want to fight yet, but he wants to keep Lemes away from his base. Hello, Mr. Westy. Thank you for the sub. 3 months in a row. Thank you, sir. Macro card for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Professor Lemes is chasing. The hybrid laming doesn't work yet, but Professor Lemes should expect that it's going to be tier 3. And versus tier 3, Professor Lemes will respond with tier 3 as well. Lemes has the supply list. We lost a rifle tower. It happens. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. Grubby has good micro. Grubby has good micro, but Grubby already can feel the pressure, you know? He like, because if Grubby would play versus me, why I really wanted to have Lemes here? Because Lemes is an expert. Lemes is an expert. Myself, I would be dead at this moment, and the game would be not, you know, not a good example. Lemes is going for sword ladies. Lemes is misreading this. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the blue screen. Maybe I'll turn on Tangia. Thank you, Mr. Deserek. Thank you, thank you. Let's maybe turn off Tangia for this amazing moment, because I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. And Tangia sadly can kill the hype, but thank you. So guys, Tangia won't work. Yes, that can scary, that can scary. The stream is back. The stream is back. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are running in circles. This is Lemes effect. This is Poly Rifle effect. We are running in circles. World champion Mr. Grubby is running in circles because he can feel the power of Poly Rifle. And Mr. Grubby is experimenting. Sorry, Tangia doesn't work, Mr. Ina. Tangia doesn't work. I can give you points back later after this beautiful show match. Because after this beautiful show match, I will be just crying. It's one base versus one base. And Lemes is going tier 3. Lemes is going tier 3. The master play of Lemes, ladies and gentlemen. Lemes, the master of Poly Rifle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1-0 upgrades. We are upgrading the aura. Grubby is making a fighting army. Professor Lemes needs time. Professor Lemes needs your energy. Professor Lemes needs your energy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApe and I'm an ape. We are going to fight over the camp. Well, Mr. Ares, because with tier 3 versus tier 3, we can actually fight in the late game. We will have Inner Fire, we'll have MK. So Mr. Ares, the most actually, no, the Holy Light went through. This is close. Professor Lemes, Blood Mage is on level 1. Professor Lemes, don't overchase. Professor Lemes is so dangerous. Okay, be careful, Lemes. We will lose this fight. We lose this fight. Professor Lemes, the Sword Ladies, they are so beautiful, but they are dying. The casters are dying. This is too early. It's too early to die, Professor. But Professor Lemes says, Saul, quiet. You are a doctor on this university, not a professor for the reason, Saul. Maybe in 10 years you will be mature enough to understand the greatness of offensive micro of mighty Lemes. Quiet, Saul. Mamma mia, grande Madonna, what the game, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemes, but we lose this fight. We lose. Banish. Professor, teleport out, Professor. Teleport out! We have tier 3 coming! There are reasons to live! There are reasons to be alive and smile! Whoosh! Professor Lemes, as they really he has to kill 2 towers! No, grande Madonna, no, okay. Okay, we don't need to! There is Professor Lemes have found the exit! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one thing. What is the goal of tier 3? We have positive synergy. Makura, by the way, my favorite creep monster. Welcome everybody. We have positive synergy with, ladies and gentlemen, MK, Bolt, and Siphon Mana level 2. Okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I can put the score. Because TC on high level is dangerous, but what we can do, when he gets into position to use the shockwave or stomp, we can bolt him and then we take his mana away, you know? That's the idea. And what else we get on tier 3? We get Staff of Sanctuary, we have Inner Fire, and ladies and gentlemen, we have also one Knight. Don't over make Knights, because one Knight is enough. You know, something to tank, and ladies and gentlemen, TC has level 3. Mr. Grubby is claiming another red spot. But Professor Lemes is slowly getting online. Welcome everybody. This is better than Borussia Dortmund versus FC Barcelona. Grubby sees tier 3. What is going to be response for Mr. Grubby? He's upgrading armor because he knows that Pala Rifle can attack. And why we don't see often tier 3 by human, it's usually when Orc is expanding, we can't afford tier 3. When Orc is laming, we can't really afford tier 3 before we make towers. But if Orc plays one base fighting army, like this, or maybe something different, then we can afford tier 3 and we can go hand to hand. The problem is, myself, when I play versus Orc on Grubby level, he won't allow me to go away from the base, you know? He will keep me, like harass me, and I will still lose. But not Lemes. You remember this fight here. He killed the Kodo Beast. Lemes is online, ladies and gentlemen. Lemes has Inner Fire. It's Inner Fire Lemes. Boots of Speed. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiny Great Hole is on the way. Is Mr. Grubby going to lame again? This is a perfect timing for Lemes. Mr. Grubby is not getting value. Okay, is Kodo Beast going to die? This is Micro. This is Grubby Micro. There is 0 Inner Fire. Lemes is keeping his priest alive, but not for long. The Holy Light didn't go through. This is an important fight. Professor Lemes, you need to do something impossible. Professor Lemes, you need to out-micro this. Can you do this, Professor Lemes? This is not so easy. This is the first time they are playing versus each other for a long time. Grubby is repositioning. Nobody will say that Lemes is not a good sparring partner. Lemes is an amazing sparring partner. You may say this is not one-sided. It's not one-sided. They are trading. We have Inner Fire Rifles. We love Inner Fire Rifles in Pala Rifle University. If somebody asks me, Saul, what is your hobby? I like to watch Inner Fire Rifles, okay? Grow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Paladin has some mana. Supply is even. Professor Lemes is kiting. Professor Lemes is doing Holy Light. The next Kodo Beast is coming. We are afraid of the Kodo Beast, Professor. Professor is repositioning. Professor, the Holy Light, the Holy Light. Remember when Diego Maradona scored a goal with his hand in some World Cup? People said that it was a hand of God. That was kiting of God. That was holy light of God, ladies and gentlemen. In 20 or 30 years, Professor Lemons will look like Diego Maradona. They have the same height and the same skill as well. Professor Lemons will basically dye his hair black and he will just look like Diego Maradona. Ladies and gentlemen, blood mage surrounded, but we are going for the Farseer. What is the man? Holy light use! Farseer with the invul. Professor Lemons, what we are doing here? Professor Lemons, it's not enough mana. The blood mage, there is big invul. There is invul versus invul, the Farseer. Farseer with the healing. They have infinite items. They have infinite skill. We have one knight, that's beautiful. Professor Lemons is the both technology open, not really invul popped. We have some, the supply is so even. And Professor Lemons is going, oh shh. Pali Rifle brings the best games. Ah, Professor Lemons is ready, Inner Fire, Knight, Mr. Grubby, do you have any response to this? Professor Lemons, aha, your expansion is spotted, says Professor Lemons. Let me reposition, smiley face. No, where is the blood mage? Where is the blood mage, Professor? Be careful! Holy light, Professor Lemons is like, Saul, shut up! Shut up, Saul! No, Professor Lemons, no, the priest! Professor Lemons is out of position! TC level 5, that looks bad! That looks bad, Professor Lemons, no! The Diego Maradona is not winning every game, but this game is amazing, and Professor Lemons is definitely... Professor Lemons, no, 60 supply of Grubby, the micro is there, but 17 minutes to challenge mighty Grubby. And Professor Lemons would love to see the regame. Professor Lemons would love to see the regame here. He's not giving up, but it's not looking good. 48 supply versus 60, but ladies and gentlemen, there is still hope. The hope is not that big. But ladies and gentlemen, he's not going to give up, and he's not overstaying in this game. I mean, we have 2 rifles with 3-0 upgrade, and Grubby has an expansion. Okay, that looks bad, and Grubby knows that. But Grubby wants to finish the game. Maybe Professor Lemons will use militia. With 700 lumber, we did not use enough militia in this game, sadly, and Grubby is here. Grubby knows that he needs to attack Pala Rifle when it's young, the Pala Rifle, you know, when we have small amount, because the big Pala Rifle can't be stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I say often indeed. But this is a very exquisite event, very extraordinary, very terrific event. Needs to be highlighted. Okay, level 5 TC with the shockwave. His sprint scroll goes in. Professor Lemons, you need to outtrade this. Can you do it? We have invul on the Paladin. Big invul is here. Pop. We can't transfer mana to our beloved Paladin, but we have some mana. Professor Lemons is kiting back. Professor Lemons, pull the militia. Is Kodo devoured something? Not really. Level 5 Paladin, it means bigger aura. We go for the aura, I presume. Or Divine Shield. Divine Shield is also good. Professor Lemons is trying to kite. Professor Lemons has Inner Fire. Professor Lemons is using the spells. He's getting ready for the regame, probably. And it's 10 supply at disadvantage. He's not overstaying. He has 10 supply disadvantage. And he's attacking him with his POs. He's attacking him with his POs. And this is just a tower, just a scout tower. Professor Lemons is charging his energy. He's charging his energy. Professor Lemons is getting ready. Okay, Grubby has Raiders. Raiders. TC level 5. It's not that scary without mana. Professor Lemons can still do it, ladies and gentlemen. Open your eyes, because this is going to be epic. Professor Lemons is like, okay, let's take the turtles to go. And let's go. Okay, the peasants doesn't matter. It was a gift. It was a welcoming gift for Mr. Grubby for this show match. Like, thank you, Grubby. This is the hospitality of Pala Rifle, and now prepare for fight. Prepare for fight, Mr. Grubby, because Professor Lemons is here. Professor Lemons is here. Grubby wants to get Makura to go. And ladies and gentlemen, Paladin is level 5.01, so probably not resurrection, sadly. But Professor Lemons is positioning himself 2-2. 2-2 headhunters. There is some time for Professor Lemons. He needs MK level 3. Look at this repair rate. Speaking about balance, Blood Mage level 4, that's nice. But it's not a game-winning move. Mr. Grubby is repositioning. Mr. Grubby is getting for the storm that Professor Lemes is. A tornado. Look at Bolt Suction. Bolt Suction. Suck Lemes. Take his mana away. And with the mana, take his dream of winning this show match away. 20 supply lead for the Orc though. But Professor Lemes is trading. The heal scroll needs to be used. The priests are running away. There is not enough damage in Professor Lemes' army. But he had third hero. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, why Mr. Grubby did not go for the third hero. Maybe he was busy winning and there is no another shockwave. Professor Lemes has a dream. Professor Lemes is kiting. The priests are alone. We have full mana Blood Mage. That's not good. There is no time. Grubby is pressuring. The supply is dropping. Professor Lemes with the last deadly attack. He wants to just win with his heroes, but it's probably not easy. He's going for the TC kill, for the Hail Mary kill. Maybe he can get the TC. Maybe there is hope. Professor Lemes is looking for the opportunities, but he can't get any. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a beautiful game. But I'm afraid that supply doesn't lie at the end of the day. Professor Lemes has efficiency of Staff of Sanctuary. Hey, it was micro. It was just the micro. It was just the micro, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Nob, for the follow. Mr. Nob, you would be happy to know that Orc is winning versus Polar Rifle. Yes, it's possible, apparently. But Professor Lemes, hopefully we get the regame. Welcome, everybody. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you for the raid, Mr. North. The King of Orcs, Mr. Grubby, he wants to challenge himself versus Palio Rifle. The Shockwave kills 2 units. I think Professor Lemes is ready to say GG soon. But is he really? Professor Lemes went to the top of the Palio Rifle University, even though he had big competition with SaulApeMan Kappa. He went to the top because he's ruthless. He's looking for the hero kill. He will get the hero kill, but there is Ankh. There is Ankh. Bolt him, Lemes. He's waiting for the Ankh. He's saving the mana. He wants to get him. We have mana potions possible. Professor Lemes is still kiting. You can't kill Polar Rifle. Polar Rifle should be set. Cucaracha. Cucaracha, ladies and gentlemen. Cucaracha. The cockroach. No, kill. Okay. He survives. Mana is going down. Professor Lemes is holding. Have you seen 300 Spartans movie? I hope that you saw it. I hope that you saw it. The Grande Lemes, he's still trying to outvalue this. He's still trying. But the Persian army in 300 was big for the reason. Professor Lemes has the dream, but the units are dying. And GG will be called now. Level 60 sees the game over. GG will be called in 1, 2, 3 now. Whoosh. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan. And this is an amazing game. On the bottom left, we have Professor Lemes. He's opening with the Polar Rifle again. On the top right is Mr. Grubby. He's opening with the Farseer Fast Tech again. And let me tell you about being enraged. So when Professor Lemes loses a series like that, okay? When he loses a series like that, he's getting better and better. He's getting better and better. Professor Lemes is not going to give up. He's not going to cry. Grubby is actually opening with faster headhunters, but it's still going to be the fast tech. Okay? So myself, when I play versus Grubby and I lose the game, I'm sad. I'm like, oh my god, I should practice a little bit more. I'm so bad at Warcraft 3. And you know what Lemes is doing? Lemes says me, give me Grubby. Give me Grubby. Give me Grubby. He thought that he can like play like strategy like that. Bam! Exciting and exotic counter. Bam! Another counter. Bam! Another counter. Clean micro. Hey, Mr. Grubby, I'm ready. I'm ready, ladies and gentlemen. For dance. Grubby, do you want to dance? I want to dance, says Professor Lemes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if Professor Lemes is ready for dancing. If he's ready for dancing, Grubby, as King of Orcs, he knows how to lame with the wolves, as he should. He's looking for weakness. Professor Lemes, you need to pull back the militia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 rifles. We have headhunters. It's about TC creeping. Professor Lemes, cool as cucumber. Fast, sneaky! Sneaky! Professor Lemes got fooled by the wolves! Professor Lemes needs to pull off the militia, but maybe it's worth it. Professor Lemes needs level 2. I do understand what Professor Lemes is doing. Professor Lemes is level 2 creeping. Finish the Murloc, Professor. Get your aura. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the user of TikTok, and I'm not shy of being TikTok user, and I learned one sentence that young people use, and this sentence is W aura. W aura. And Professor Lemes, indeed, he has W aura, ladies and gentlemen. W aura. That's divine shield, devotion aura in the Warcraft 3 terms. He unlocked level 2. Grubby, the king of orcs, he has 0 experience. And Professor Lemes, even though his tag is late, he has the W aura. Ladies and gentlemen, lumber on Professor Lemes is low. And Grubby tech is almost done. This is not the best early game, but as the youngsters say, let him cook as well. Professor Lemes with additional armor. Professor Lemes with 2 items. Professor Lemes is getting ready for some trades. Trade, Professor. Every HP point matters. As Professor Lemes says, mana burn, I say matters. As Mr. Professor Lemes would say, his English is better than mine, so don't laugh, Saul. Don't, just admire. Just admire. I'm Professor Lemes' secret admirer. Maybe not secret. I'm a well-known Professor Lemes admirer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Is W Aura enough? What is the second hero? Power and Chieftain takes some time to make, but Professor Lemes is trading. Those wolves, the body blocks. Grubby has. Grubby Micro. Grubby Micro, unfortunately for Polar Rifle player, is quite good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are trading here. Okay, Professor Lemes is in the zone. He's in the zone. Look at the farce here. Look at the farce, Professor Lemes. Body blocked. Body blocks. Body blocks of God. It will be remembered. Maybe not really because it's not forced TP, but almost. Professor Lemes gets experience from the wolf. Mr. Grubby was busy microing. Grubby was microing the TC and one wolf for the Polar Rifle University. Professor Lemes with the lumber mill. Professor Lemes with the human shop. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tangia is turned off. Tangia is turned off. I will return the pawns after the show match. Okay, we are in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, creeping with... Is there healing? There are only 2 charges of healing, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Grubby, you know, gold is limited. He's going tier 3. Okay. We need to wait. Professor Lemes, what's our plan? Professor Lemes wants to have a lot of rifles. He wants to enter the mid-game good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Grubby is creeping, but barely. Grubby is creeping by barely. But he's doing it. He has 1 charge of healing, and Mana Stone is a good item, but TC has full mana. Professor Lemes with the healing. Buy the healing! Professor Lemes forgot to buy milk, but he's coming back. Dad is back. The rifleman needs to survive. I hope there will be no creepjacks. Nasty creepjacks. Professor Lemes with level 3. Grubby is pulling. The creepjack is in the water. Can you feel it? Can you feel the creepjack? Can you feel it? Professor Lemes doesn't see. Professor Lemes doesn't see. The burrows are upgraded. Our base is vulnerable to hybrid laming. I don't see the creepjack anymore, but what I see is this TC being low. Is Mr. Grubby making a crucial mistake? Is he getting low HP versus enraged Professor Lemes? This Professor Lemes is enraged. Grubby, how are you going to recover from this? Militia can kill you. Grubby looks bad because he has no healing. With healing, I would say okay. A-okay, that looks good, but his shop is going down. Professor Lemes, Grubby creeped too much. Okay, the Blood Mage may die. Professor, pull the militia. Pull the militia. Go for the gold peons. The trademark mark of the Polar Rifle. You know who is making money? Polar Rifle University is making money. Okay, maybe you are looting the Blood Mage. But ladies and gentlemen, we are making guard tower. And we are Grubby's teleporting! Grubby's teleporting! No, Professor, you can trade this! Or maybe you can't! It's okay, Professor! No, we are trapped in the base! That's what happened to the builders of pyramids, I heard. That they built the pyramids and they were trapped and died by Professor Lemes is better than builder of pyramids. Professor Lemes is opening this. No, the rifleman! We have double block! We have double block! Not the double block! Ay, ay, ay. No. Okay, Grubby waited for the shop. Grubby waited for the shop for a long time. Grubby is tier 3, Grubby is online. Mr. Grubby, Mr. Lemes. Flute! Twitch chat, give me energy! Spam flute! Or if you don't want to spam flute, make a sound that flute makes. Like, yes, the flute! The flute! We summoned the flute! But one rifleman is dying! We summoned the flute! You remember Power Rangers? The Green Ranger was playing on the flute to get this green dragon thing. Ay, 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 ay. We summoned the flute for Professor Lemes. Thank you for the energy, ladies and gentlemen. With the sound. Yes, the Green Ranger. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Neo, I wanted to get this flute, but my mother told me that she'll buy me this flute, and she never was able to buy this flute, so... 1-0 for the flute, sadly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, because she couldn't find it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is no expansion for Mr. Grubby. Thank you, Mr. Random Bad Gamer, for the gifts up. One rifleman dies. Professor Lemes was forced to open his base. He's going tier 3. Professor Lemes in the no hurry mode. Professor Lemes has the heal scroll. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and no! Leave the blacksmith alone! Professor Lemes is teleporting in the moment. It's a staff of Telly. It's not a staff of Telly. You never touch another player blacksmith. What are you doing, Mr. Grubby? Have some dignity. No, he hates the rifleman. He hates the rifleman. I am talking about dignity. This is orc player. Thank you, Mr. Random Bad Gamer, for the gift sub to Mr. Echo Goodman. Ay, 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 ay. He attacked where our source of rifles, our tree of life. Okay, Night Elves have Tree of Life, and no, Professor Lemes enraged! Professor Lemes is enraged! No, it's GG! Well, ladies and gentlemen, as a Warcraft streamer, you need to be a player, manager, caster, YouTuber, editor, moderator, and many more. 1, 2, 3, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3. On the bottom right, we have Mr. Grubby. Mr. Grubby with the clean execution. He's doing quite well. He has nice micro. 2-0 for Mr. Grubby. This is a show match. This is a friendly show match. But Professor Lemes is not going to be friendly in this game. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. No more friendly gameplay. Professor Lemes is going to bring glory to Pally Rifle. Professor Lemes is going to bring the best Pala Rifle to ever be. He's using the new build order. He has 4 on gold. I hope that Professor Lemes is going to see this. Because we have 4 on gold, I think it's calculated. He wants to have more gold. Oh yes, okay, it was calculated. The farm is here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's not go to the details. I feel too many emotions to go to the details. Mr. Grubby, again, with... Farseer Headhunter, this time without the fast tech. Grubby wants to feel the power in the mid game as well. Mr. Size, on the top right, there is a score. 2-0 for Grubby, but it's a show match. Welcome everybody. On the top left, there is Professor Lemes. Tide Hunters apparently is a bad map for Pala Rifle, but Professor Lemes can prove that every map is a good map for Pala Rifle. No, I was so afraid this Paladin is stuck somehow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemes is going to creep. Grubby is going to cross the map. Friendly show match. It's a very friendly show match. But Mr. Jers Alex, you know, the fighters in UFC or whatever, they fight for real and they hack each other after the fight. After the fight, not during the fight. During the fight, they are not hugging each other, okay? And that's the same with Grubby and Lemes. Do you want there to hug now, to pause the game, to talk about in real life? Hey Grubby, how is your streams recently? Hey Grubby, nice to see that you are enjoying Warcraft. You know, this is what we fight for real here, and Mr. Grubby got one peon. Aye, Professor Lemes is a little bit under pressure here. Holy Light, Holy Light! Okay, went through Professor Lemes. The early game, not super clear. Not super clean by Professor. But Professor Lemes, don't give up. Don't give Paladin to the middle. Don't give Paladin to the middle. Mr. Echo Goodman, tower before tech is like those additional wheels to the bicycle when you are driving the bicycle for the first time. Those training wheels. And yes, I still like to make tower before tech. But yes, it's not for the modern polyrifle players with good micro. It's for new players. Later, when you learn how to defend with militia only versus Farseer, you should not lose any militia. And you should be just fine. But Mr. Grubby is doing just fine in this matchup. Mr. Grubby came prepared. Mr. Grubby is ready. But again, enraged Professor Lemes. It's still early for him. He's fueled of adrenaline. He's fueled on adrenaline, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemes is in a good shape. I know that he's losing 0-2. But ladies and gentlemen, recently he won versus Cash. He won versus Knopf multiple times. He won versus Cloud. It was another matchup. No. Okay. We are okay. So yes. 4 rifles. But Mr. Grubby is taking nicely, and Mr. Grubby will play this sneaky dicky Tower and Chieftain with the shockwave. He's going to shock the Lemes. But Lemes is getting ready for anti-shock therapy. Okay, a lot of headhunters here, but nothing out of the ordinary. Mr. Lemes understands what is happening. Professor Lemes, take my... The Tangia is turned off. Tangia, I will return the points later. I need to disable Tangia in a different way. Sorry, Mr. Gongo. I will pull back the 25,000 points. Don't worry. Don't worry. I need to get into the zone. It's not going to be wasted. I'm going to return the points. I said multiple times that Tangia is turned off. But I need to turn off it better. But let's not focus on Tangia. We have beautiful game in front of our eyes. Okay. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We are kiting back. But look at this wolf micro. Look, the peasant is dead. Go to the gold mine, Lemes. Go to the gold mine. Professor Lemes disappeared. The peon survived. The peon survived. Have you seen this? Professor Lemes was able to hide. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Like Houdini, indeed. Tauren is getting ready for creep. We have 6 charges of the healing solve. It's looking good for Grubby. What Mr. Lemes can do. Lemes is trying to mine. Lemes is trying to get. And yes, this Farseer is so annoying. Holy Light use. This Farseer is so annoying. Professor Lemes with the surround. With the surround attempt, he's looking for the surround, but Farseer, as a mounted hero, is quite long and quite fast. Look at this TC. This TC is getting value. This TC got big invul potion. We can't really drain. Mr. Q a lot, it's because of level 3 creep road, I presume. Professor Lemes doesn't like the creep road, and expansion is early, easy for Orc, and another peon goes down, and Lemes is going for tier 3 quickly. I like early tier 3 Lemes. Let him cook. Professor Lemes has 5 on gold again. Professor Lemes is splitting his units. So yes, but Mr. Q a lot, there is no consensus in the Polyrifle University, Mr. Q a lot. Warcraft 3 is an amazing game, and we don't have consensus. For example, I like the Tide Hunters, but I'm not Lemes, okay? No, the Creep Jack! The Creep Jack! The Creep Jack! Poor militia, Professor, the Creep Jack! The Creep Jack! The TC! Professor Lemes! No, TP, Professor! Good creeps are attacking the TC! This rock golem will be rewarded in the Polyrifle University! He will be rewarded! Heal! No! But Troll Trapper is not going to be rewarded! Drain the mana, Professor! Holy Light! Holy Light of God! Again, like Maradona! Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Shh! Pull militia, Professor! I know that lumber is low, but we have to! We have to, Professor! Holy Light, Professor! The Rifleman, the Farseer! Grubby is teleporting out! Another Holy Light! No! No!
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, guys. If Maradona is losing, we need new Lionel Messi. I need to be Messi. I need to be Messi. +6 intelligence, by the way. Mamma mia, grande Madonna. We lost 2 rifles. We lost 2 rifles. But Professor Lemes is going for early tier 3. Yes, this is a bloodbath. This is a bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, so what Grubby is doing? Grubby understands that super powerful Tauren Chieftain is the key to the victory. Professor Lemes understands that Paladin level 3 is also another key to victory. A lot of keys in this game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes level 3 is here, and our army is going to be healthy. What Grubby got? Ankh. Ankh is not good. Ankh is not good. Because in order to get... no, Lemes, heal! Heal, Lemes, heal! Heal! Okay, the heal of God! Shockwave! Okay, Professor Lemes is repositioning. Professor Lemes, this is your time. This is your time, Professor. This is your time. Pull them... Kiting! This is what we call kiting! Professor Lemes, kiting! Kiting! MK! We are awaiting MK. Shop is cancelled. No problem. Pull militia. Professor Lemes will survive. Professor Lemes will survive. We are going tier 3. Professor Lemes has supply lead. Cancel something. Kill the peon, Professor. Actually, Professor Lemes is breaking the supply. Professor Lemes is like, shut up, Saul. Are you one of those Twitch chat normies that scream when there is 51 supply? It's a calculated decision, says Professor Lemes. I want Grubby wants Makrura. Grubby wants Makrura, though. Makrura for you, everybody. Okay. Grubby's in the middle. Grubby's getting Kodo Beast. But Professor Lemes got level 2 as well. It's a weird situation on this map. Mr. Lemes wants the turtles. And heal scroll. Sold the gloves. Who cares about the gloves? Guys. Guys, this is the moment. This is the moment, guys. This is the moment. This is the moment. This is the closest of the close games. This is it. Lemes scouted, no expo. Professor Lemes is smiling. Professor Lemes is like, no expo, I'm tier 3 already, the wall of Makruras, I love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Adept train, MK is here. Where is your third hero, Grubby? I don't know why Grubby is not playing third hero like ever. Okay, Professor, Grubby in a good position, but Professor Lemes in a decent position as well. And TC is dry, But Professor Lemes is losing rifles and priests, maybe not. Kodo Beast did not devour. Drain mana, Professor. Drain mana. This game is very chaotic. Supply is even bolt, Professor, bolt, the bolt of God, the disciple of God, in the sense of, you know, very magnificent thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another bolt of God. Lemes bolt, Usain Bolt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is the first time when I feel it. Can you feel it, Twitch chat? Can you feel it? Diego Boltadona. Can you? Professor Lemes is taking mana from Stormweaver Hermit. The years of study of the creeps during the Polar Rifle Union. Grubby needs to lame. Grubby's terrified. Petrified. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes, give him the glory of Lemes. Aye, he's going in. Professor Lemes, bolt. Banish! Oish! Professor Lemes, well, there is no expansion for Grubby. Ay. Okay, the one Berserker down. 50 supply versus 50 supply. The game is so open, but Lemes has tier 3. Lemes is going for the Master Priest. He's going to be in a fire soon. Mr. Grubby understands that his situation is not looking that sweet anymore. And Grubby wants to creep level red camp. Professor Lemes, what are we going to do about that? We have one heal scroll. Professor Lemes, is it your time? Another heal scroll in full. What are we buying? He bought boots for the MK. Professor Lemes like, Saul, noob player would buy heal scroll here, but this MK with boots of speed with my micro is worth more than a heal scroll. And I say, yes, Professor. Yes, Professor, you are right, Professor, but look at this on his eyes, I bought him, Professor, take revenge, Professor. Why Farseer, Professor? Parcel is dying, Professor Lemons knows Professor Lemons is the one who knocks! He's the one who knocks! He knocked the Parcel! Is it worth it? We'll see about that. The creeps are enraged, everything is enraged! The Kodo is dying! Level 3 Blood Mage! Professor Lemons is the one who knocks! Knock knock, who is there? Pala Rifle! I'm not opening, okay! Archmage Footman, okay, I open and bam! Banish Holy Light. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happened. Bolt! Oh yes, Professor Lemons connecting. He's connecting. People say that Pala Rifle is destroying the game, while in their reality, Pala Rifle is connecting people with Bolt. Look how well connected is this Troll Berserker with Professor Lemons. Oh yes. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. The emotions, the adrenalina. Oh, level 2 is here. Professor Lemons wants to expand. Professor Lemons says, Saul, no hurry. No hurry, Professor Lemons says, Saul. Is this org expanding here? So Lemons changed his mind with militia. And ladies and gentlemen, map makers, where is the mana? Give these turtles mana, map makers, okay? Can we give mana to those turtles? Can we give mana to those turtles? What's the item? What's a wand of mana stealing, decent? Okay, who is the map maker here? Why there is no mana on the turtles? Professor Lemons would like to charge his blood mage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemons scouted with the power of the farm on the Goblin Laboratory. There is no expansion, yes. Juice? No, not justice, Mr. West. Juice! Juice for turtles. Juice for turtles. Inner fire. Juice for turtles. MK. Blood match. We should give all of the experience to the MK, but it's not that important. Professor Lemons has to micro. Okay. Paladin is back. Hilsko is back. Staff of Sanctuary is back. Good position. Lemons is done with creeping. Lemons is done with creeping. We have mana on the Paladin. We have healthy blood MK. Grubby starts his laming. TC is on level 4. Has 1 mana potion, no invul. Lemons is ready. Lemons is ready. Lemons is ready. Oh, this bolt was juicy. Professor Lemons with the beautiful inner fire. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The Kodo went down. The chances of Pala Rifle winning this game are going up. Level 3 on the MK would be so sweet. There's no time to split the units. We have more and more items. How is Mr. Grubby doing? Grubby's like, I want TC level 5. They're going to fight for the green camp. But the Lemons has 1500 gold. Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you, Twitch chat. The caster is getting tired. I just assumed that the Lemons is producing. Look! Bolt suction! Grubby's teleporting back. Lemons is winning this. Ladies and gentlemen, only thing that can go wrong for Lemons is that if Grubby pulls some crazy micro here. I think Lemons feels like he can just... okay, he feels like he can stay on this, and he has no lumber, by the way. But Grubby will get level 5, but Lemons can afford so many items. I mean, with this lumber we can expand. We have 97 lumber. No, Professor Lemons, don't expand, you can't. Just break, make 70 supply and finish him. Lemons is buying so many items. Lemons, no, not the main. Professor, you need the Shredder technologies. Shredder, buy the Shredder, Professor. Buy the Shredder, Professor. Buy the Shredder. This is the Shredder time, I beg you. As your humble student. Buy the Shredder. No, he's making workers. Ay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's bad, Mr. Echo Goodman. One more comment like that, and we are going to do the happy treatment. There was wood on Shredder. There was wood. Where is the TP? There is a TP. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Can Lemons kill it? Yes, he has inner fire rifles with 2 upgrades. Oh, the units of Professor Lemes are dying. Professor, no, this expansion is a liability. Liability expansion cancelled. The units are dying, but expansion for Mr. Grubby is dead as well. And level 3, not yet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Grubby in the lamer mode again. Lemes will teleport out. Lemes will teleport. Yes, he's teleporting in. TC level 5 though. Grubby's speed scrolling away. Grubby can feel the pressure. I'm kidding, Mr. Echo Goodman, but you need to say this in nicer words. Can you write, I think that Professor Lemes' gameplay is amazing and he's doing so great, but maybe, you need to say maybe this expansion is not the best idea, okay? This expansion is not optimal. You need to sound very sophisticated. This is how we get feedback from Professor Lemes, and the best while kneeling. Okay? Yes, I will. Okay, that's good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We have one priest and we can dispute. There is a slight probability that Professor Lemes did not use his... Yes, and look at this. There is a huge probability that Mr. Grubby is repositioning because the power of Professor Lemes is here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we finish this show match. Yeah. I like that if Echo Goodman, SaulApeMan do the fusion dance, they become so... Well, Mr. Rookie, you want to heal the story? I remember when Mr. Echo Goodman was playing custom games with Ani during the first tournament, Streamer Invitational, and Grubby was watching this, and Grubby said, oh, SaulApeMan is still practicing. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm not Echo Goodman, and Echo Goodman is not me. And Grubby is hybrid laming. MK is back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, take the mana away. Beautiful surround, Professor. Keep the... No, the hold move. Oh, no. Oh. Look, Professor Lemes imprisoned him. Professor. Imprison him. Take his mana. Bolt, Professor, bolt. Oh, shit. Of course, there is nothing wrong with being Echo Goodman or SaulApeMan, but I used to be known as the Saul Goodman before. So that's the confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby is trying to plant another expansion. I don't even know what happened with this expansion. Huge plays by Lemes. Lemes has the supply lead, but ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby, he's going to lame slowly. The pillage time indeed. I can feel the pain. You know this meme? Hide the pain, Harold. This game can go away from Lemes. I can feel it. Can you feel it? This is one of the worst feelings in Warcraft 3. When you are kinda winning, you have supply advantage, you have hero advantage. But when your opponent will just lame you, and he'll slowly come back. And you just feel worse and worse. And this is what Grubby needs to do, because the glory of Pali Rifle is ahead of him. This feels bad, man. But Grubby is a little bit out of position. No. Go in, Lemes. Go in. My voice is going down. This is going to feel so bad. No, Professor, no. No, Professor. Brave MK is back, but Professor Lemes is teleporting immediately. The rifle. Oh, Professor Lemes is in. Drain him. Oh, there is no time for water. Our ancestors used to live in the caves during winter, and they had to go to the forest to hunt some mammoth, so I can stay without water for a little bit longer. Don't worry. Professor Lemes is like, somebody hold me this orc. I'm coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming. Oh, look at this MK. You'll be like, Saul, you know that Professor Lemes lost the game in the last game because his Paladin was out of position. This MK is in position. This MK is ready. Professor Lemes is enraged. Professor Lemes, no! He survived in full pop. Professor Lemes with the rifle surround. No, it's kinda looks... I don't know if this looks good or bad. I just don't know. Let's just witness the chain lightning. Here's cool use. Supply favors Grubby. Supply favors Grubby, but Grubby has double mana potion. How you can have double mana potion? This is cheating. Nerf mana potions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Holy Light. Holy Light. No, 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 no. Invul. Invul. Good, 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 good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Lemes, trade this. I beg you, Lemes, trade this. Trade this. As Pala Rifle player should bring glory to Pala Rifle University. Trade this. 1 mana potion only. We are counting down the mana potion. This is the matchup. Late game matchup. Okay, the shockwave. No more mana potion. Heal Professor. Heal Professor. Do it. Supply favors Lemes for the first time. There is hope. There is hope that this is not going to be level 6. No way. Professor Lemes is still trading. Come on, Professor. Come on, Professor. Do it. Do it, ladies and gentlemen. Do it, Professor, do it. There is so much mana. There is so much mana. Professor Lemes, just spend your mana. Just kite. Kite like a kite or whatever. Fight, Professor. Those headhunters are connecting. Grubby has supplied. Heal, Professor. Heal. Heal. No. Okay, we can always go back. We can always go back. There's always time to go back. This is one mistake. One mistake. One mistake. But maybe we can come back from this. Grub is going back. The body blocks. Professor, no! The heals. The spirit scroll. The speed scroll. Where is our beautiful blood mage? They call him Blonde Devil. I call him the most handsome ever thing. No, with blood mage we would win this. We need to sell all of the items. We need to sell all of the items. Sell them, Lemes. Sell them. Sell them, Lemes. Sell them. Sell them, Lemes. Buy him. Buy him back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's compare the units. On the bottom right, barely alive, it's Mr. Grubby. He doesn't... Oh, Professor Lemes strikes back! Professor Lemes strikes back! The boys are back in town! The boys are back in town! Take the mana! Take the mana! Block him! His mana belongs to Pala Rifle University! How do you say in English? Komornik. The guy that collects debt for a country. For a nation. Lemes is taking his debts. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are back in town. Tax? No. It's Komornik. Debt collector. Debt collector. Yes. Doesn't matter, guys. It can be. It can be, ladies and gentlemen. But it's for the, you know, no, it's not a private. Doesn't matter. Who cares about in real life when we have beautiful Warcraft? Mr. Grubby, he wants to get level 6. This game is going to be remembered forever. This game will be remembered. Professor Lemes and Grubby are not mining. Lemes has supply advantage. Lemes has 3 heroes, but Grubby has level 6 potential. Potential. Sack him, Lemes. Take the mana away. Take the mana away, Professor Lemes. Chase him. Chase him, Professor Lemes. Target acquired. Target acquired. And his name is Mr. Manuel from Netherlands. Professor Lemes is going for the suction. Okay, Chain Lightning went through. No, Professor Lemes. Professor, kite this. Kite this. Staff of Sanctuary MK. He's winning this. He's winning this. He's going for level 6. He can't kill a unit. Professor Lemes likes to say, nah, you can't kill a unit. That's what Nidals are doing to us. But Professor Lemes now is killing the unit. He's going for the Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker goes down. Grubby is not going to give up before level 6. But his mana is not existing. Professor Lemes took it away. He took it away. Mana got collected by Pala Rifle University. You need to check lost and found. Oh yes, this is it. GG, GG, GG. There are boots of speed. There are boots of speed. GG. He's going to fight. He's going to try to kill the paladin. Lemes, don't allow him. Don't allow him near your paladin. It's GG. Grubby is going to leave now. Grubby is going to leave now. This is GG. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. We got a game. GG, what a game. I hope that Mr. Grubby Twitch chat was excited. I hope we are going to see this one more time, but not today. Not today. Professor Lemes definitely will go to rest now because he's a huge gamer. Huge gamer with the job. GG to both, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that Mr. Grubby liked it. And it was the grandest of grandest games.